They do look like they're sorry, drop my camera here. They do look like they're sorry, drop my camera here. They look like they could be,
So anyway, yeah, she called it bullying, and she, thinks people should just back off when and let her be right all the time. Like, okay, whatever. We all have egos. We're all going to defend our stances. When somebody comes in the comments disagreeing with us, we're all going to want to argue.
Just another avenue of some, maybe people would want to learn about it.
But if you actually look into her channel, on her videos, she bashes and slashes people left and right very maliciously, very mean and cruelly. She's not nice and she's not kind.
And try it. So I promoted her as a keto dairy diet, right? So very immediately after I promoted her on my channel, she gained about 1,000 subscribers.
That's wrong.
It was a success.
You're overestimating yourself. You think you're that great that you gave me 1,000 subscribers. It wasn't. It was about 500 subscribers. That's all it was, Janine.
We're the same.
I already knew that I didn't have anything in common with Janine.
Same age, and we had a very similar birth and breastfeeding story, to where we couldn't breastfeed and stuff like that from a malnourished diet. So I thought I had made a new friends in the world, across the country.
That's how you treat your friends, Janine?
But then things very quickly took a turn for the worse with our relationship. Is after I made a video talking about Fit Shorty Eats Baby and Unnatural Vegan's new baby, about how their breast milk could be deficient. And in that video, I will show a clip, but in that video, I talked about my own breastfeeding experience with Trinity and how Trinity was diagnosed failure to thrive at 2 months old because she was starving on my plant-based breast milk. Okay,
what does this have to do with anything?
In that video, I showed a picture of me nursing my daughter in public. I was sitting on top of my boat. I lived on a sailboat at the time. A sailboat was
I see. She got really offended when she did some kind of picture of her breastfeeding like that. She thinks that I did the video about breastfeeding because of the video she did. Oh, that's so funny. That had nothing to do with that video, Janine. Not at all. I don't even know why you related those two together. That's hilarious.
Trinity's first home and nursing my baby in the sun. Now, Laxmi immediately made a video about that.
No, in fact, I think my video was made before you even put that out there. So you're twisting things all around.
Remember what it was called, but in the video, she said that all mothers who nurse their children in public are sluts.
I didn't say that. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? I never said that word. I never said that. Janine lies. She's just telling lies.
So, I feel like she's very sneaky also, because I wanted to go back and get that first video, a clip from that first video where she started this with Janine. And then she goes and deletes that first video. So people that are just jumping into this, it kind of looks like Janine is just talking shit, and because she this part 1 and part 2 video that she uploaded after the first one she uploaded, talking about how Janine was malicious towards Genty. In the part 1 and part 2, she acts like she's just responding, and that's it. Like, I'm all love. I am just responding to my name being drug in the dirt. and then she couldn't even get through like 5 minutes of the video because she can't stand hearing any criticisms about herself. Oh man, that just kills her, right? So yeah, that was slimy in my mind that she went back and deleted that first video. Like, why else would you do that? Unless you want it to appear that you're just responding. It's not like she was responding to you and then you're responding to her. So The reason why I wanted a clip out of that video is because this may be another reason she wanted to delete it. She knows she had to agree to some extent about what the vegan diet is doing because she knows. And so on the part where Chris, that's Jency's husband, who's lost a large amount of weight, and he's very skinny and tall and gaunt, and he's starting to look like Jency in that way, and he looks like Jency, like Janine said, he has like this desperate look in his eyes, this femininity that just spills through these vegan guys. I don't know what it is. It's like a submissive femininity thing that just, they look desperate and hungry, and his shirt's hanging off of him. And look, I'm not saying he's unattractive. He's still an attractive guy. But it's sad, you know, like he was a handsome guy. He was muscular. He was healthy looking, strong before. So anyway, in that part where Janine was saying how he looks, Laxmi is like, oh, how do you know he doesn't want to, he's not so happy to be like this, you know, like they fit together now. They both are very skinny, and it works for them. And how do you know he's not so happy to have given up all of his testosterone, to have low testosterone, because he knows the animals are more important. She literally said that how do you know he's not happy having low testosterone? Because we know that, you know, eating a deficient diet will do that to men. How do you know that he's not happy about that? Because he knows he is saving animals, and like that's so much more important than him being a manly man and all this. What the fuck? First of all, I don't know. I can always tell when somebody isn't happy. Looking at his eyes and the way he looks, and Vegan Gains is another one like that. You can tell they are not happy, and it's sad. It's heartbreaking because I can see the depression in them. I can see they're like making themselves smile. They look sad. They do. They look sad. And another person who I've seen lately that looks like that, I'm just going to throw that name out there, Caitlin Shoemaker. I think she's struggling with this diet. I can see it in her eyes now too. She's like trying to put on a smile. A lot of them end up like that. And fairly local vegan, same with her. She's not doing well. She's trying to, and then they start off the videos with hello, and they're like all supposed to be happy because it's their thing, you know. And you can tell they're like, oh, pushing through that, you know, because they're not happy. And it's sad. It's like, how do you break through this cult mentality, this religion, and like say, I care about myself more than these animals? You know, how do you get people to realize that's what's important? Because you can't save any animals if your health is in the, you know, dumps, if you're not doing well yourself. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Like, just this delusional vegan mentality that you're not harming, you're not, you know, your diet isn't having to, you're not having to harm any animals by eating the way you eat. That's a delusion. And the vegans are the same way. They don't want to admit that they're harming all these rabbits and deer and moles and chipmunks and all the little creatures that go and, you know, nest in the fields. Because I've talked about this before. They'll put, you know, like, all the vegans like to say, oh, they'll hear the tractor coming from a mile away and they'll run away. And so only the pest control and things like that are killing the animals. No, the babies, they get put in a nest in the middle of these fields, and their mom may hear the tractor coming and run away, and she's usually not there in the daytime, whether it's a deer or a rabbit or whatever. They leave this nest of babies in the middle of these fields, and that is their defense. Being camouflaged like that, that's their only defense. They don't run. They hear something and they hope it will pass, because it usually does. And so when a plow comes through, it's just chopping up all these babies. So you're killing all these little fuzzy cute babies. And to think that it's a delusion, to think that you're not It is a delusion. Like, come down to earth, come down to reality, and let's all look at this for a minute. So to think that you can drink milk and not eat meat and you're still not harming anything, that's also a delusion. To have dairy farms, you're going to have to harm some animals. Just off top. Even just separating the calves. Like, how also that would be like a huge issue for feeding everybody milk. All the calves that are getting separated from the mom. So on a very small farm, you can do this in an ethical way, because as long as you're not having to produce very, very large amounts of milk, you can separate the calf for just a day or two, or, you know, whatever days out of the week you're getting the milk, and put it back in the fence where it's with its mama otherwise. So that can be done ethically, but on a large scale, there's no way to do this ethically. So if you love cows so much, you should not be preaching this for everyone.
Just another avenue of some, you know, maybe people would want to learn about it.
But if you actually look into her channel, on her videos, she bashes and slashes people left and right very maliciously, very mean and cruelly. She's not nice and she's not kind. Sorry, drop my camera here.
I need a diversion. You hit like a vegetarian.